Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. I'm sure we're all feeling happy after the well-earned point against Chelsea on Saturday. Obviously, when you win a point away from home with a goal in the last minute, it always feels great, doesn't it? Going into an international break as well. So we're all feeling quite positive after that, I'm sure. Sean Dyche seems quite positive as well, and he has spoken about that draw after the game.
No, but it feels like a very good fight back at a place that's hard to come and get results and points and wins, obviously. I think our mentality is improving all the time, and I think that was on show as the game went on. The resilience of the side. And I think the desire of the side, to not be so affected. A lot of noise about the away record of Everton over a couple of seasons. And it seems like we're learning how to brush that off and just take every challenge as it comes, which I speak to about endlessly.
There you go, Sean Dyche's thoughts on the 2-2 draw at Chelsea. And obviously, as he said, very positive, good, hard-working point. And to come back from behind twice as well shows a real character in the team as well. Obviously, it was Abdoulaye Doucoure who got Everton's first goal and obviously his second goal in 3 games. He also got the assist for Ellis Simms, and Sean Dyche was asked about his recent performances for Everton.
I don't think he's been pivotal. I think he's just enjoying the challenge. You're right in front of him. It's just different eyes. Myself and the staff come in. We're just looking at everyone, probably through new eyes, just fresh starts for everyone. Saying, right, okay, who's willing to pop up, who's willing to work. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the challenge. He's very adaptive. Wherever we put him on the pitch, whatever we ask him, he just goes, yeah, and cracks on and gets on with it. And that's a brilliant mentality for a manager to have from his players. And I think that's growing amongst the group. They're like, yeah, whatever the hard yards we need to do, however we need to do it, we're willing to do it. And I think it's rubbing off on each other. I think the trust and the attention to each other as a group is growing all the time.
So, yeah, Doucoure doing well, has benefited loads from, obviously, Sean Dyche coming in, 2 goals in the last 3 games. And you just imagine if you had a player like that for the whole of the season playing in that kind of position. We do need midfielders who score goals. You could possibly be getting 7-8 goals a season, and if you've got a couple of midfielders who do that, and then you've got a couple of wide players who chip in with that as well, it doesn't half make a difference. And we've been crying out for goal scorers, so fantastic from Doucoure. He's in a decent form, and obviously set the goal up for Ellis Simms as well, and obviously Ellis Simms' first goal for Everton in any competition, isn't it? So let's hear Sean Dyche's thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's still got a lot to improve. He came up in the week, actually, and he asked me, what do you think? And I said, what do you think? He gave me 4 things, and I said, you're right. I said, it's taking action. A lot of these players, they know the things they've got to do. It's just a strange situation. It's guiding them to go, yeah, you're right. So therefore, take ownership of it and do it. And I think tonight was a good sign of that. The difference in his physicality. He's quick, he's strong, but he used it. You can't just wait for people to allow you to use it. You can't just wait to be mature as a player. You have to earn it. You have to go and work at your game. And he's beginning to understand that. And he certainly did tonight with a fine run and a fine finish. Stayed calm for his finish. But, he turned the afterburner off, and he's quick and he's strong, battles it off and then stays calm. And they're good qualities to have.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Sean Dyche's just trying to keep his feet on the ground, isn't he? He's just trying to keep him relatively... making sure the task at hand it gets done, that he keeps improving, as he mentioned there, and he becomes a more rounded player, a better player, someone who work hard for the team and hopefully create more chances and put the ball in the back of the net. So that was good to see, and hopefully we see more of Ellis Simms over the next few weeks. Sean Dyche was also asked about an incident involving James Tarkowski. During I think it was in the first half, a pull on a Chelsea player. Let's just hear how that went.
I noticed there was the incident with Tarkowski and João Felix in the first half, where it looked like there was a little bit of retribution taken. He seemed to grab him and he hurled him to the ground.
I can't remember that.
Ball. It was directly in front of you, directly in front of us, kind of down towards the box.
I can't remember that. No.
I'm not imagining
No,
that.
it definitely happened.
No, yeah, I know I haven't seen it. must have been focusing on something else. But no, I can't remember.
Yeah, Sean Dyche doing brilliantly there to avoid the question. I know the Oscars were last week, but that should go in. That's a fantastic bit of acting from Sean Dyche. Just one other piece of news today, not loads going on due to obviously going into the international window, but Sky Sports have ran with a story that the Everton Stadium, even though it should be finished, hopefully, for Everton to move in for the start of the 2024-25 season, that is not confirmed, and it could be a possibility of Everton playing some games at Goodison Park if, things don't go as to plan. Everton and Lango Rourke have got a contract that Lango Rourke are in place till the end of 2024. That's obviously worst case scenario. That's in case anything happens, certainly next winter when the stadium roof will be getting finished off in basically this time next year, but in those winter months leading into the summer. That all gets finished off till about May. So obviously Everton have got built-in time. Now, best case scenario is we go into the stadium beginning of the season. Hopefully, worst case scenario is we play the first 3 games away from home and move in and into the international break after the international break. But that mightn't be the case. Everton have never said when they'll be moving into the stadium. They just basically said sometime during 24-25. We'll have to wait and see. It's not a new story as such. It's just they're just updating the story. Everton haven't commented on it. It's not great from the football club not communicating with their with their fans, with the Everton fans. Hopefully this time next year we'll get a clearer picture on it, depending on where we are. Obviously, the stadium should be built. It's all those test events, making sure everything works, that can be the issue and can push a stadium or any building to past its completion date. The completion date is August, I think, but that doesn't mean we'll be in August. So lots of people will probably be filling the void of the narrative with money stuff or MSP stuff or whatever. This is not new news. It's just been refreshed just to make sure that everyone is aware that we next season isn't going to be technically or could be technically our last at Goodison. It'll be our last full season at Goodison Park no matter what. But if things don't go exactly to plan, we could be playing some games at Goodison Park. Let's hope it doesn't come to that anyway. Anyway, there you go. This has been the Everton News Daily. If you want the football news daily, head over to our other channel, Toffee TV Football, to find out about all today's football and stories. That is a brand new show over there. Make sure you subscribe to that. There's good shows going out on there all the time, just general football shows with just a little bit of a slight Everton hint, bias to it, whichever you want to call it. So make sure you check out that. You'll find all these videos over on Toffee TV Premier. The link for that is in the description, and the QR code is coming up on the screen in just a moment. See you later.